Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Carrie Rodriguez and today I have a project share, a new Etsy listing. I've been working on this book for some time now. I would say the past 2 days entirely. Today, the entire day. But it's been a lot of fun. And I think that, in my opinion, this is one of the prettiest journals that I've made. I hope that you agree with me. So I'd like to go over it and flip through it. It's 6 by 9. Yeah. 6 by 9 with a 2-inch spine. And there are 2 signatures and 74 pages. So this will be listed on my Etsy, and with this journal, I will be including all of these pieces that go with the journal. So there's a lot of journaling cards. There's these for embellishments, some paper clips, and then several tabs. I think like 8 tabs. So everything will be listed in the Etsy shop with detailed information, so you can look there. I will link it in the description box below. So you get a pretty good amount of this one here. And then this one. And then here, this one. All right. So let's go through. I've made this cover from scratch. So I've cut chipboard. I put this image on the front, and then I wrapped it in this fabric, which I made into book cloth. And I put gesso all over it to kind of give it an aged look and to bring out the imperfections. I can't get this. There we go. So that's gesso that I've put. Okay, so I've added book corners and then an eyelet on the front and back for this lace closure, which is easily removed. And you can put any other ribbon or lace that you prefer. I liked this one, so that's why I used it. Okay, so I've used the Prima Lavender collection. And right here, I put 2 journaling cards. I've distressed a lot of the edges, and I think one thing you'll notice throughout the entire journal is the sewing. I don't know if you can tell. So I've sewn a lot. It's been fun. So here I have this tag, which I've sewn on this fabric at the top, and then I sewed all around the tag. I sewed in this pocket here, and here's the tuck spot also. I did this decorative stitching right here with a sewing machine. And there's a lot of space for journaling. It's pretty chunky, it's pretty loaded, but there's still a lot of space for writing. So there's a pocket here. I put this tag, and then it says Our Story. I did a zigzag stitch here and then a straight stitch on the rest of the pocket. Here's some fabric I ruffled up and I sewed with just a zigzag stitch. So it's, as you can tell already, it's a purple theme. This is tea-dyed paper, these 3 pages. And then this is ledger, and on this I have this flip out tea-dyed paper, so there's space for journaling there. You can fit a lot more in this pocket here. There's a page there for journaling, and then this is the same flip out. On this side pocket I've also included this card, and then I've decorated this side pocket with some fabric, and this cut apart, and this flips up so you can journal here. And I've sewn in this On this book page, I've sewn in this card so you can journal. And then there's a lot of space there. It's a book page from garden. So there's the other side of the book page. And then here is some tea-dyed paper, and I've tucked it behind this image that I fussy cut from a collection that I got at Tuesday morning. It goes perfectly with this lavender Prima collection, so I just love how it looks there. And you'll see that throughout also. As are these journaling cards from the same collection, and this paper too, and this is Prima. So I've sewn in this pocket. And then on top, I've also added this large tag, and there's a tuck spot there. And I backed it with some more tea-dyed paper. A lot of the edges are inked. So I've really paid a lot of attention to detail in this journal. And there's some more sewing up here with this ruffled fabric. There's a coloring book image. And then here's a tuck spot here. It says special moments on this book page. And then right here is another large pocket. Same style tag with a tuck spot and tea-dyed paper in the back. And I've sewn in this pocket to this page, so they're stitching all the way around. This is not sewn in. I've reinforced this side with this cardstock paper, so it's easier to flip the page. And then right here, I've glued on this image with some fabric on the side. There's a lot of space for journaling here. And another thing I wanted to point out, there's some decorative stitching there. On every end of every stitch, on every tag and every page, I triple knotted all the ends. So everywhere, all of the ends are knotted, so it's secure. This is a strip of wallpaper I've included as a page. It matches with the purple. I love this image here. And then this is just a piece of paper that I had from a notebook that I got at the thrift store, but I liked how it works well with this collection. Here's the side pocket. I've included these two tags. This one is stitched and it's backed with tea-dyed paper. A lot of space for decorating this pocket here. You could even glue this on. I love this paper though. It's so beautiful. And then here's another piece of paper that I have. It was a really large image. I think it was like a placemat, but I love the texture too. It's pretty thick. And there's some decorative stitching up here, some, I think, 4-leaf clovers. And then I've just added this piece here. I've sewn it along, and so you can tuck something inside of there. And this is a sewn-in pocket with this journaling card. This is some tea-dyed paper, sewn in some fabric up here just to decorate that page. And then right here is a double pocket, so I've included 2 tags. Both of them are stitched. That one's backed with tea-dyed paper. And I've inked around edges as well. This is just the Prima paper. Both of them have tabs. This is a coloring book. And on this side, I've put a pocket sewn in. I've sewn around this journaling card and added this fabric at the top. Here's a belly band. I've included this fold-out tea-dyed piece of paper for journaling. And then also this journaling card. And this would look really pretty with a piece of lace along this front here. But otherwise, I just love the color of these, the fabric and the purple on this paper and the collection. Here's another coloring book image. I've sewn in some fabric there, collage. Here's a corner tuck spot. I've put this tag and I've inked around the edges on both. And then on this side is a larger pocket, and I've placed this tag. There's a fold-out piece of tea-dyed paper here. I've sewn all around this image, and then it's sewn into the page. So that's what makes it the pocket there. And then ledger paper. I did some more decorative stitching along here. This image is completely sewn in. I inked around the edges, and this was part of the same collection here that I got from Tuesday morning. Here's the top tuck spot, which I've sewn into this page. Here's a side pocket, and I've placed this large tag from Prima. Here's a smaller pocket, and I've collaged this butterfly that I fussy cut, and then I've sewn it with some fabric there. And then I sewed in this pocket, and it's sewed in with this pocket. So as I was making this on the sewing machine, I was sewing that in. I put this on the back here and sewed it together with it. I love this paper, both of these together. It looks beautiful. And then here's another side pocket with a large tag, and I just sewed up here with some fabric as a tab. Here's some craft cardstock that I made a pocket on the side here with this tag. I sewed in some fabric along the top, and then also sewed in some fabric on the top here to kind of decorate the page a little bit. And then there's a doily, some ledger paper, an old book page. And I tried to use like different words. There's love, I think, this page on the other side. But here I did some more decorative stitching. Here's the coloring page, and then I added some fabric there. So as you can see, I did a lot of stitching, and I did it all with purple thread, except the front and back cover. This is just sewn in white. And then here's the little pocket. I just kind of folded it over, and I sewed it right here and down, so it did it on both sides. So it made a little tuck spot. And then on this side, I decorated it with a fussy cut, a butterfly, and then I added some fabric underneath it. I made these two pockets with book pages, and I sewed this on the front cover, and then glued this on the back. And then in each of these, I just have a piece of Prima paper. Here it says Weekend, Heart of Gold, and there's a little piece of paper in here too. I just love the way that this looks. This is one of my favorite pages here. I just love it. Here's another image from the collection, this same one that I got from Tuesday morning. And this is entirely glued down, but I did ink the edges. And then I just glued a strip of paper here. So you could probably tuck something behind there. There you go. Here's some scrapbooking paper. And then on this side, I've sewn on this envelope, and I didn't put anything in the pocket here, but I decorated it with this image. Did I? Yes, it's a side pocket. So you can put something inside here. And then here's some music paper. Here's a tuck spot, which I've put this tag, and I've sewn on the fabric at the top, and the pocket is sewn in. Both of them are inked along the edges. Here's some graph paper, some vellum, some more scrapbooking paper. I've sewn on this ruffled fabric here. This is another page I reinforced with a very thin 3/4 inch scrapbooking paper that I've from Prima that I folded in half, and I just put it along the edge because this is a large pocket on this page, and so this tea-dyed paper is more sturdy and durable with the papers coming in and out and the page being turned. So it just reinforces that along the side. And then on this, I just put a Prima tag there that I made, and I stitched in the fabric along the top. I stitched this in right here, and then also some flags to decorate this page. And then I've sewn in some fabric up here with a zigzag stitch I put this pocket along the side, decorated it here with a cut apart from Prima, and included this tag with sewn fabric at the top and inked around the edges there. Lots of space for journaling. And then right here, some more decorative paper of flowers and tulips. So pretty. I just had added this top loaded tuck spot here with this Love Knows No Bounds cut apart from Prima. And then I sewn in with decorative stitching this fabric. So you see the fabric on this side and then the hearts on this side. And then right here is a large pocket on this side. So it's actually 3 pockets. So there's one in the front here, which I've sewn around this tag. And there's a fabric tab. Here's the little tuck spot behind this tag. And that goes in this second pocket. And then here's the large skinny tag, which I forgot to ink these two, so I will do that. But I've sewn on some fabric at the top here. I did that with all of my tags, if you haven't noticed. So I'll stop saying that. But here's a large tag sewn around. I sewed in this pocket. Here's a tuck spot as well. And then scrapbooking paper, the vellum. The other side of the graph is lined paper. I sewed this along the top on this journaling paper. And here's the other side of the music paper. Here's another one of these envelopes that I made. This one is what just has a little tag in there. Pretty tight. I put it the same height as the pocket, but it fits. But I did sew it in along these 3 edges here, so then it makes a back pocket as well. And then I sewed this up here, Sweet Day. There's some fabric right here. And then I sewed in this tuck spot and placed this tag right here. And this is more tea-dyed paper. I fussy cut that, inked it, and glued it entirely on that page. There's some fabric ruffle. Here is a card that I backed with some purple scrapbooking paper, some cardstock, and I've inserted this tag. There's some fabric. This was a coloring book. Here's the other end of the dictionary page from an old dictionary that I have, and I decided to cut it up, or tear papers out, because my children, I make them, you don't know what it means, do not look on the computer, go get the dictionary and look up the word yourself. So they've learned how to look for words in the dictionary and not Google. But I ripped this one up because they kept saying, I can't find that word. And then I would look in the dictionary, it's so outdated, it's missing so many words. So I'm like, there's no point in having it. I liked how the edges have an aged look naturally, so I cut it up. So there's doily ledger paper, and then here I've sewn in this pocket, and I put this embellishments here. Oops. And then I sewed this at the top. And then here I did 2 side loading pockets, and I put these tags in them. And this I did with journaling cards. I just sewed it around these 3 edges here. There's the back paper, and then the back cover is just another pocket, just like the front. So I have this listed on my Etsy. I hope that you agree that it's very beautiful. I've fallen in love with it. I think I've flipped through it many times. I just love all the stitching and all the attention to detail that I put into this, and it's lined with fabric on the inside as well. So I hope you like this video. Also check out my Facebook page. I have everything linked in the description box below. and as well as the Etsy listing. I have several other items also listed on my Etsy, so you can check those out as well. And again, this journal comes with all of these journaling cards, these bulb pins, and paper clips, as well as these laces. So everything comes together. All right, well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day. Thanks, everybody. Bye.